Saul Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford. Yes, as we all know, man, that big, mega fight is going down September 12th. September 12th. Let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about it. Why not? I know there's about 4 months still to go for the fight here, but I just wanted to come on here so we can have a quick chat about it because I just feel like the momentum is shifting towards a Terrence Bud Crawford victory. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm starting to feel it, especially after that lackluster performance from Saul Canelo Alvarez last Saturday against William Scull. I mean, listen, that was probably one of the worst fights I've ever seen Canelo Alvarez in. In fact, he's his worst ever fight because nothing ever happened. I was sitting there waiting for something to happen. You know what I mean? I was waiting for a moment when Canelo is just going to go forward and start throwing bombs. But it never happened. It never happened. Now, I'm not going to blame Canelo, do you know what I mean, for the boring fight, for the snooze first. I'm not just going to blame him on Canelo. Obviously, William Scull, he's just the worst dance partner of all time, man. The guy went in the ring, he was just running around, moving around. I actually started getting dizzy. He was moving that much. Do you know what I mean? He did not stop moving. Like, William Scull came in there to survive. Yeah? He made his money. He went in there to survive. However, Canelo, as the superstar, as the superior boxer, we still expected more from Canelo. Whether that's harsh, whether we judge Canelo way too harshly, but listen, when you're a big name, you're a big superstar, you're getting paid millions, yeah, it's only right that the fans expect a lot from you. It's only fair, do you know what I mean? Like, we're paying pay-per-view money to fund your lifestyle, do you know what I mean? You have to give us in return some action in the ring. Do you know what I mean? Earn your money, my guy. Go earn your money, man. But yeah, what I noticed in that fight between Canelo and William Scull is Canelo right now, in this stage of his career, yeah, he's struggling with movement. Like, for me personally, yeah, I'm just talking for me, my personal opinion. I'm going to keep it real. Canelo looked old in there. Canelo's what, 35 years old, yeah, but he looked at least 42 in there, man. He looked slow. Do you know what I mean? His punches, some of them looked wild. He was frustrated. Do you know what I mean? He looked angry. He looked like he couldn't do nothing about it. It looked like William Scull's game plan, his tactic, Canelo couldn't do nothing about it. Even though he won the fight. And now, he won the fight just based on the work that Canelo put on the body, like the body shots. Every time he got a little bit close, he managed to hit the body. But apart from that, how many jabs did you see Canelo connect with? Do you know what I mean? How many right hands did Canelo connect with to the head of William Scull? Not a lot. Not a lot. And a lot of people now are saying, yo, Canelo is slowing down. Canelo is on the decline. This ain't the Canelo of 5-6 years ago. Do you know what I mean? And recently, one thing I've noticed about Canelo is he's just coasting through fights now. Do you know what I mean? He's just like, I don't know whether he's the caliber of opponent. You know, sometimes, yeah, some fighters, someone like a Canelo, is probably not motivated for a lot of these opponents. Do you know what I mean? He's like, oh, man, not him. I'm just going to turn up. I've been paid millions anyway. Like, I'm skilled enough. I've got the ability to just get in that ring and just do enough to win. That's what Canelo's been doing from his recent fights. You know what I mean? No knockout in 3 years. Do you know what I mean? He's been struggling to get that KO. That's because his feet is a little bit slower. Do you know what I mean? The power's perhaps gone a little bit from Canelo as well. Do you know what I mean? The ring IQ is still there. The ring IQ is still with Canelo. That is going to have, because Canelo's been in the game for 20 years. His first fight was like back in 2005. That was his first fight. 20 years in the game. He's been through a lot of brutal wars as well. Do you know what I mean? Canelo's been through some tough fights. He's been through some learning curves, like the Mayweather fight. That was a learning curve. That was a learning moment, a time for Canelo, like where he gained knowledge from fighting such a great fighter like Floyd Money Mayweather. Do you know what I mean? He learned from that, yeah? He also learned later on when he went against Bivol. Bivol schooled him. Bivol showed him, yo, there's levels to this game. Do you know what I mean? There's levels to this shit. Do you know what I mean? When Canelo moved up to light heavy to fight Bivol, he quickly found out, yo, this is not where you belong. Go back down to super middleweight, because that's where you belong. That's where you can bully these guys. Do you know what I mean? So Canelo has been humbled a few times in his career, but there's no doubt in terms of talent, he's one of the most talented boxers of all time. Maybe in our generation, from what I've seen of Canelo. Do you know what I mean? And Canelo's for everyone. If you look at the list of the fights that Canelo's fought, he's for some savages, man. Golovkin. Canelo fought Golovkin when Golovkin was smoking absolute everybody. Do you know what I mean? Whether you think the first fight Canelo won or lost or was a draw, whatever, still, to go in there with Triple G at his pump, that is no joke. So I'll always respect Canelo for that, yeah. But it's obvious right now, yeah, in 2025, yeah, that the mileage is just too much, innit? The wear and tear is starting to catch up to Canelo. Do you know what I mean? And that can only be good news for Terrence Bud Crawford. Like, even though Crawford is the older of the two, Crawford is what, 38 years old, yeah? But Crawford has had 22 fights less than Canelo. Crawford turned pro like 3 years after Canelo. So in terms of experience, Canelo's got the experience on his side. In terms of wear and tear, the wear and tear is on Canelo's side. In terms of wars, brutal wars, do you know what I mean? Tiring, like, it's all on the Canelo side. Like, Canelo's got all the baggage on his side. Terrence Bud Crawford, yeah, apart from the Madrimov fight, yeah, in 154 where he struggled a bit, what other fight have you really seen, yeah, Terrence Crawford, like, being a terror, being a war, where it's life and death? Terrence Crawford don't do them type of fights, man. That's why he smoked Errol Spence, man. That was meant to be Bud's experience of a war. Do you know what I mean? But it was never a war. Like, it was a one-sided beatdown. Do you know what I mean? So Terrence Bud Crawford has been able to overcome his bigger adversary. Do you know what I mean? When he beat Errol Spence, ease. I wasn't expecting that, and I know you wasn't expecting that. So Terrence Bud Crawford, he hasn't got the wear and tear. He hasn't had all these wars. He's fresh. Do you know what I mean? He's ready for Canelo Alvarez. And what Canelo Alvarez is suffering from now, in terms of movement, in terms of covering the distance, finding the range, he's going to have those same problems against Bud come September. I'm telling you. I reckon Bud, yeah, Terrence Crawford, yeah, he's going to employ the same tactics as Money Mayweather did all these years ago. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be the same type of tactics. He's going to try and outbox and outmaneuver Canelo Alvarez. The only difference is, all those years back when Canelo fought Mayweather, Canelo at least had the legs. He can move a bit. Now Canelo ain't got the legs anymore. Do you know what I mean? Canelo ain't got the legs. Even though Terrence Bud Crawford is older by 3 years, Canelo ain't got the legs. He ain't got the legs of Bud. Bud is fresh right now. Do you know what I mean? Bud is fresh. He's 38, but he's fresh. He's a young 38. He's not an old 38 where they've had wars now. He's a young 38. And with his boxing IQ, I'm starting to think like, yo, he's going to outbox Canelo. He might just do that. Now, I'm not saying Bud knocks out Canelo or stops him via TKO. Now, I don't think Bud will have that power. And I was talking about this like when it comes to power, with Bud moving up 2 weight classes here to fight Canelo. Like, I was talking to my boy Camille about this. Shout out to my boy Camille. He's an amateur boxer as well. Mate, watch out for Camille. Future champ, man. He reminds me a bit of a young Terrence Crawford. Do you know what I mean? But watch out for Camille. Yeah, I was talking to my boy Camille about power and fighters moving up weight classes. Like, does that power go with them because they put on weight? Even my boy Camille was saying, nah, man, Bud ain't going to have that power, because that power it takes a while for you to build up power. And you have to have a few fights at that weight class. You don't just move up and then you got the power. Nah, that's not how it works. We saw it with when Canelo fought Amir Khan. Amir Khan moved up, but he didn't have the power. He didn't carry the power with him. He was outboxing Canelo for the first 4 or 5 rounds. He was popping Canelo the jab, but he didn't have the necessary power to sting Canelo. We saw that with Kell Brook as well when he fought Triple G. Kell Brook moved up, do you know what I mean, to middleweight. I think it was 160. He moved up, but he didn't have the power. Like, he was popping Triple G in that first round, 2 rounds that he had. He was popping Triple G with some good shots, but just didn't have the power to move Triple G. Do you know what I mean? He was destroyed. He was never the same after that. This could also happen in September with Terrence Bud Crawford. He's got the skills. He's got the ring IQ. He's got everything. Do you know what I mean? He's got the mastery, the craft, everything like that. Yeah, to actually go toe to toe with Canelo, but his power won't be able to keep Canelo away. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I feel like. Bud, he's going to move around. He's going to do a William Scull, but more intelligently. He's not going to be bouncing around like a rabbit like Devin Haney did. He's going to use movement, intelligent movement, yeah? But he's going to be popping the jab. He's going to have to stand there and trade at times, yeah, with Canelo, because if he just bounces around the ring and moves around, he's going to lose the fight. They're not going to give Bud the decision. You know what I mean? Right now, Canelo is still kind of the main guy, the superstar of boxing right now. So Bud is going to have to stand there and trade with Canelo. Do you know what I mean? But it's definitely looking like momentum has shifted. A lot of the boxing fans are beginning to question, is Crawford getting Canelo at the right time? Just at the right time. I'm beginning to think that too. Now, I still feel like Canelo's got the upper hand. Do you know what I mean? I still feel like the weight, the power, everything's going to be on Canelo's side. Do you know what I mean? But we can ask the question that, you know what I mean, with Canelo slowing down, it does leave a window of opportunity for Terrence Bud Crawford to just nick a victory come September 12th. It's going to be exciting. I myself, I can't wait to see these fight. And I know you at home can't wait too. But guys and girls, let me know what you think, man. Has Canelo slow down? Do you know what I mean? Does Crawford actually has got an opportunity here? Do you know what I mean? To make history, to go down as one of the greatest of all time. He's already there, but if he beats Canelo, one of the best fighters of this generation, oh my God. That will just take Terrence Bud Crawford to another level. Let me know in the comments what you think, my people. I'll really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.